Hi, I'm Becky Cleary, and I graduated from QMUL University of London in 2009 from the School of Geography. I'll be completely honest, when I was at university, I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do or what my next steps were going to be. But I know that I really enjoyed learning and I'd really enjoyed my time at university studying the content of the courses, particularly in my third year. So I found a PGCE with the Institute of Education to teach secondary geography, and they placed me in a school in northwest London. And I'm very proud to say, nearly 15 years later, I am still in that same school because I absolutely adore what I do. From the moment I walked in the classroom, it just felt right. I can't actually now imagine myself doing anything else. And I know it sounds incredibly cheesy and cliche, but it is such a rewarding profession. You get to spend time with young people who are fascinating, funny, intelligent, insightful, complicated, and I get to talk about geography. So I really, really do love what I do. I think what's really exciting is I've been in the school long enough to now see some of the things that I was learning about at university level come into exam syllabuses and be able to teach some of the content that I was doing at degree level, which is really interesting because you get to bring those young people into your passions. Chances are most of us picked a subject that we were firstly very passionate about or that was made interesting to us by a teacher ourselves. Teaching can be challenging, and I think that's also what makes it so interesting because you've got 30 students in front of you. You're trying to make the rock cycle interesting, and you've got to do it in a way that's engaging, that is fun, that is memorable, that captures them. And I don't think in any other profession do you get the level of feedback that you do in teaching, because if you mispronounce something or you're not clear about something, you'll have 30 faces in front of you giving you that immediacy of we don't quite get that, which is really interesting. I'm also very fortunate that I have been able to do a number of roles in school. So I am still a geography teacher. I teach a lot of geography. I also teach a bit of RE and history, but I've been able to be head of geography, and that's really exciting. It's probably one of my favourite roles that I've had because it means that I get to plan a curriculum that I can see the students will love, that they'll find useful, that will really help empower them to navigate the world that we live in. I've also then developed on to be a teacher developer. So being a teacher has also given me the opportunity to work with teachers that are new to the profession and teach teachers how to teach, which is also really exciting. And more recently, as Deputy Headteacher, I'm in charge of curriculum and assessment, which means that I often get asked the question, what's the most important thing that students can leave with? And yes, you want them to have exciting, engaging lessons, but you want them to have qualifications, because we know that if students are literate and that they've accessed their curriculum and they've achieved well, they're going to have better life chances. And it's really exciting to know that as a profession that we do contribute towards that. It can be very challenging. It's exciting and fun, but I'm really lucky. I do work in an incredibly diverse community, and with that, there are some challenges. We have students from war-torn backgrounds. We have students that come to us with very little English. We have students that are living in really difficult home situations, and it's our job to make sure that we provide that safe space, that they want to come to school, and that if we can make their day just 10% better by the environment we create and that space, we know we're doing a good job. So it is that side that I also really, really enjoy. I think my advice would be, if you did want to get into teaching, there are lots of different ways to do it, and it's really important to think about what would suit you. I know that I needed to be slowly led into it, so I did a PGCE, which meant that I could observe a few lessons, I could work with my mentor, and I gradually took over classes. But there are also routes in where you can be thrown in a bit more at the deep end, a salaried route, and just get on with it and go. As I said, I just couldn't imagine not doing what I currently do. On Monday, I'm taking our students up to the East End of London to do a very similar walking tour to one that I went on myself as an undergraduate at Queen Mary's with Professor Alistair Owens. And I'm really excited to share that knowledge and ignite that enthusiasm for our wonderful town